What the hell? Yo, come on, man. I've been talking all this time. It wasn't set up properly. I've been chatting with you guys, so I was kind of like wondering why am I not getting any like. There was a few people like, sorry guys, sorry so much. I didn't know, man. So okay, let's let's go back. Oh hello, your artwork is amazing. I've been talking to you, senior editor. If you're still here, thank you so much. Grande Air, hey, I've been hoping to do one of this because when I start doing animation videos soon, I want to be particular. Good about in betweens. Yes, we're doing some sort of animation right now. We may do in between sometime. Yes, this is Clip Studio Paint. Hello, namaste, bro. Thank you. Timothy Team Zotti. RJ, let me see your keyframes again. I think I showed it to you, but I was talking. But then I realized I wasn't really talking. You guys can hear me, man. And then Holy is doing let me break it down for you, Mark. Yeah, something like that, RJ. You thought your mic is muted. Yeah, sorry, bro. I've been talking, man. Like, I've been talking all this time, man. You guys. Come on, man. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so I was like. Anyway, now we're back. Now we're here. How are you guys? How are you? So, how are like I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just like I had a I had a thing that I had to take care of this morning. I took care of it. Um and now we're kind of like just like I took a nap after I took care of that. Um my dog was waiting for me for kind of like quite some time. She was kind of like she was crying when I got home. Um, and then I took a nap because I feel like I didn't get enough sleep last night. So I took a nap and now I just basically woke up. I basically just woke up, man. Um, but yeah, I've been good, bro. I've been good. Thank you for asking. How are you? How are you, man? Um, after this, after what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna do something kind of like different. I'm gonna storyboard something with a different software or something like that. This is just for me to practice. Like I'm not even like when I practice stuff like this, it's like uh, just for me. I've been trying to practice how to draw this character in different poses. This particular character, like the proportions and everything like that. So, that's been my main focus on these streams, is to kind of like get the hang of like drawing her, and making sure everything's okay. Mostly study, and my day was kind of mostly study and stuff. TKR, yeah. Did you pet? Of course. My dog had some love, but she was crying, man. Say the character from your profile pic is an OC. It's kind of like my anime version of myself. The profile pic, but this one is kind of like an OC. That I'll be using to create more animations. So watch out for those. Yeah, I had an off day today. Like off meaning I did not work today. Like I had a full time job. I have a full time job for those who don't know. And I took the day off because I had to take care of something. And it's been a chill day, man. Chill day so far. I do have to grocery sometime soon or wherever. I need to buy some rice. Though I still have some food for tonight. So I may just do that tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Yeah. Timothy, are you animating with me right now? Team Zuti. Team Zuti is what. If you are, you can like actually I provide these files for my Patreon members. So like, if you wanna guys study my files, if you don't wanna be a patron, I understand that's okay. But like I often provide these files for my Patreon members, or you can get it like I'll make it available for you guys at um like at Gumroad for $1. You know, what's my GPU? GPU system. What's my GPU? I don't know. Let's see. Kind of forgot, man. Personalize. It's like this computer has been with me for like more than 6 years. This PC. How do I get that? How do I see it? Oh, GPU. I have a 64 gigabyte RAM, processor Intel Core i7, blah blah blah, gigahertz processor, graphics card, GPU. That's the graphics card, right? RTX 2060. You know, are you using reference for this animation? 100%. I'm using Howard Wimshurst. If anyone knows Howard Wimshurst, like he has what you call Motion Lab, right? Shout out to him, by the way. Shout out to my friend Howard Wimshurst. He's kind of like a friend and like an animator friend, because like I took some classes from him. So like he's been a very like he helped me with a lot of resources. This is kind of like his product called Motion Lab interface, right? So basically, like he took a lot of kind of like what do you call this? Tricking references, right? So if I go to menu, I think this is the last one. I have the mill trick, so he has a lot of tricking here. So my plan is to kind of like go like I want to do this one at some point, right? Like I want to do a lot more of these tricking things, like just to practice my animation skills, you know. Like this one looks amazing, man. It's like a continuous flow of like action. So this is like the mill tricking, and I just bought the tricking reference, by the way. So let me just load that up again. Yeah, it's can't show this to you, like, so I have to unlock it every time I visit the site, and there's a code that I have I can't show because obviously. So what I'm saying is that there's some female tricking, like sword acrobatic, contemporary dance, run, male walks, and all this stuff, you know. So female tricking is also interesting. I think I did this one before. Yeah. So thank you, TK Art. Yeah. So Teams T, like, if you're interested, like, just check it out, you know, like. But again, for me, I have this product on my own, and then I'm just using it for my own practices, right? Uh, and whatever I come up with in terms of my animations, like I basically provide my animation to my Patreon members, to those who wants to um, study the keyframes that I do or things like that, you know. So yeah. Favorite animator style. Are you asking who's my favorite animator right now, or what style? Like, are you, like, what are you talking about style? You know, I don't understand the question fully. Rimble. So this box right here is the pelvis that I always kind of like, that's kind of like the pelvis drawing that I have, you know. Um, I know for sure that that's where the pelvis is, like. These are also very hard poses to kind of like get if you don't have a reference, you know. So reference are important, man. I don't like, if I'm being honest, I should be animating without reference, or referencing my memory instead of referencing some photos. But like, I don't think, like, I can animate from my head, but it will take a little bit more time because like I have to figure out some stuff in my head, right? So right now, again, I'm just practicing, but like, let's see if what I can come up with if I have time after this practice session. Like, once I um get the hang of it, but because this is my warm up, guys. This is kind of like um oh, you're using Toon Boom, Teams T. Oh. Um, what do I do? If you're using Toon Boom, then you get like, I'm providing the Clip Studio Paint file, so it wouldn't really serve you. So I don't want you to kind of like, oh, subscribe on my um Patreon and then not get what you pay for, right? So maybe what I'll do is I can probably create a like a file that only has the keyframes or something like that. don't know. I'll try to figure something out if you're interested, of course, right? But if you're not, that's okay. You can always just go through this stream and then figure out my key poses from there. But let me know. Let me know if you're interested on having a product like that, or like not product, but like if you want me to like I like these key poses are very rough too, right? So it's not like it's very clean. I don't know if I made it look good enough for me to kind of like sell, you know. So if you can see, like from here, from this point on, she's actually getting bigger from this animation because she's moving towards us as she is basically doing the tracking, right? She's actually moving towards us, so like that you have to kind of like be aware of the whole movement. She's sliding towards us, and that contributes to the animation getting a little bit bigger as time pass by. Oh, sounds good, man. Yeah, like might be like because I have this option, right? I can just collect the keyframes like, oh, export animation image sequence. Then I can provide that image sequence for you. And then you can put it in Toon Boom as an image sequence, and you kind of like just have to. I don't know if you can trace it or whatever, but you can, you know. Um, the key is the poses, right? Or I can even provide the MP4. I know you can import MP4 or like a like like a video file in Toon Boom, right? And then that will once you import the video file on Toon Boom, um you can get the keyframes right from there. Motion Lab interface is a software to download. Motion Lab interface is something that you will need to buy for from Howard Wimshurst. Go to animatorguild.net, I think. Guild. Yeah. So yeah, that's the animator guild. Ever since I opened my mic, there's more viewers. Oh my god. Thank you for those who notice it, man. I love when people are animating with me. Like I really appreciate people. Site is blocked. Where are you from? It shouldn't be blocked, man. I don't know why it's blocked. Like, cool chi, I see it here. Thank you, man. Like 10 more keyframes, bro. 10 more keyframes. Let's just go through that. And again, like I mean, I wanna reiterate that what I'm doing is kind of like, sometimes it's not even like this is just how I would do things. It's not. It doesn't mean that this is the only way to do things. You know, um, what you're seeing me do is like a practice session. To be honest, um, hello, man. What motivated you to not give up? When I stopped thinking about trying to get better at a certain time, I can, like, to be honest right now, it's not about giving up or whatever. It's my hobby, so it's not like I have like there's a reason for me to give up. Like I don't find this one, like animation, kind of like a drag. Like I think when people are talking about giving up their dreams being an animator, it's like because they put too much pressure on themselves to like get better at a certain time. So when I drop that basic kind of like when I drop that kind of like, oh, I need to get better right now, or get better right away. When I drop that mindset, I start to kind of like just do whenever. Like the past 2 days I haven't been animating. If I'm being honest, I've been lazy, bro. I'm like I've been like I have days where I don't even animate, man. So like it's like for me, it's not even about, oh, like I have, like I'm getting kind of like, oh, give up. Like there's no reason for me to give up, because like why would I? So that's my mindset. Like some people are very hard on themselves, like oh, I need to get better fast. And when they do have that mindset, like they think about giving up, or like, but you know, there's no such thing as kind of like a timeline that you need to be better like all the time. And I started rough, like I started whenever, like, you know, I started like my animation journey kind of like randomly. I don't know, randomly. Like I started being a YouTuber basically. I watch, I not my like okay. Man, I can't seem to draw more than 30 minutes. How can I enjoy art? You watch anime? Um how do I enjoy art? Well, I have a deeper appreciation to the medium, right? I do watch anime, but not recently. Like I actually been very bad in keeping up with what I do. Read manga. I do read manga a lot. That's my go-to, like reading manga. But I also play games, so kind of like if there is some action that inspires me, for example, um, there's an action that inspires me, then I would use that. You know, I would use that as a fuel to get inspired, and then you know go from there. Actually, I'm not enjoying this action. It's like I find the action like too repetitive. Um, it's kind of like just the same thing again and again. The key poses are too repetitive. So, I mean, it's a good practice, but like see spinning, right? So like there's only a few keyframes on a spin. It's like, oh, this keyframe and then this keyframe and this keyframe. Like I think the main challenge for this action is to kind of like do the in betweens or something like that. But I don't want to do the in betweens, to be honest with you. I mean, if you can draw more than 30 minutes a day, bro, like that's still okay. Like for me, you're still like, why cannot why can't that just be like a norm? Like, you know what I mean? Like I know people here's the thing. People who want to build a career in animation and all this stuff obviously need to get better. They need to do whatever they need to do for them to be able to do what they want to do, right? Let's say getting better means trying to what do you call this, practice to the point of like, you know, the point of making sure that you're better and your work is quality animation or something like that, right? So that needs to be happening, you know. So obviously, for those who want to build a career in animation, that's a priority you have to take. You have to make sure you schedule something out or something like that. um, but for those who are just doing it for a hobby like me, well, I want to build a career in my animation, but like I don't want to put too much pressure on myself on the timeline that, oh, I have to do it a certain um, time, you know. Otherwise, I'll be putting too much pressure on myself. I'm not gonna enjoy it anymore. You know. Yeah, you describe me so well, like, oh, meaning like putting pressure too much on yourself to get better, something like that. Glad I subscribed you before. I'm 17. I want to become manga. Do I still have time to become one? Yeah, of course, man. You're 17. Like, bro, if I'm gonna like, I'm 30 plus, bro. I started drawing like I started drawing when I was a kid, but I stopped. Like I wasted 10 years of my life to just have fun and all that stuff, right? And I I I'm not doing my like being I'm not being a mangaka or I'm not an animator full time. Like my full time job is actually very technical. It's engineering work, so it's very different. I like it, but for me, um, it's like, oh, I'm okay with that. Like I made my decision. Like I'm not trying to be like, oh, I don't want to regret that, oh, I should have been a mangaka. Like I just, okay, what can during COVID I decided, okay, what can I do right now that will make me a little bit happier on my days, right? Like I don't like when other people are better than me. I got a bit mad. Like that's okay. Like I mean, I'm competitive, right? But basically, let me finish my thought about Musei Yuya, right? So, bro, you're 17. I'm 30 plus. I started taking drawing and animation seriously when I had when during COVID. So that was 5 years ago, right? So and I know you guys look at me and see that, oh, I've done so much. I've been like, oh, like I wish I could be like you or something like that. Bro, that's only 5 years, man. Imagine you're at my like imagine in 13 years, bro, when you're 30 years old, right? Like you'll be better, way, 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 way better than me when I was at 30, right? Because you're already starting right now. I didn't have that mindset. I was like doing a lot, like I was playing video games. I was even like, if I'm being honest, guys, I was even like just fooling around with too much things. Like I'm not a mom. Like I used to, like I never took this seriously, but now I do, right? Um, and it was during COVID that I had like, oh, okay, you know what? Let me at least kind of like do something. And that was that was like just the turning point of my like my animation like life. And again, I wasn't good back then. I wasn't really like I wasn't the best. Like I just started in COVID, so like you guys have time. That's what I'm trying to say here. It's like you guys have time to be better. You have time to be good in what you do. You just have to give yourself like some room, that some time, some time to improve. Like don't be feeling that you need to rush things, man. And I know it's like counterintuitive. Like I say that, and then you guys don't feel the same way as I do, but trust me, man. Trust me. Like enjoy your life, enjoy the process. Youth these days can be a little bit impatient. And I get it, like I get it. Like I How can I be more patient? I mean, there's no like patience is like comes over time. When you well, like for me, when I realized that, okay, I can either, like, it comes with experience too, man. Like, how old are you, bro? Teams with it, if you don't mind me asking. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Because, like, I wasn't patient when I was beginning. I thought the same thing as you guys. Like, I wanted to get better right away, faster. But then, you know what I realized is that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You're gonna get better. You're gonna get better when you get there. Um. So, but you gotta have that fire in you to know and to understand that, oh, it's like success and getting good will not be given to you. Like, you have to work hard for it, you know. So when that is the case, you have to just make sure that um you are equipped to do so, right? You're 19, bro. So again, like, you are so young in my mind. Like, you are very um you're way ahead of your time, bro. You're way ahead of your time, man. Like, you animating with me during the stream, like, not a lot of people would feel like, oh, like, they just watch. Some people, and I'm not gonna pinpoint anyone, but some people just watch because they enjoy the content. Some people would just say, oh, I want to get better, but they actually don't do it. You're one of the few who actually, like, animates with me, you know. So, like, that's something to admire on, like, just something to kind of like be proud of at the right now. One last one. So this is animated in trees. It's just posing practice, you know. We can do some camera movement here. I don't know, how would that look? Nice. I believe you made a video on this, but how do you determine the number of keyframes to use after using a reference from an action? Okay, let's go over that, man. Teams T. Let's go over a simple action, right? So this one is kind of like a little bit different because I have the keyframes of that action right here, right? Yo, Lesion, what's up, bro? How are you, man? It's been a while, man. I mean, it's been a while since I saw you on stream, but like I know you've been like doing a lot of stuff. So, what's going on, brother? Nice breakdance animation. Yeah, like I had a reference, so like It was a good one. I don't wanna adjust anything right now, so you know, that was like 1 hour and 20 minutes for 30 keyframes. With reference, so wasn't too bad. You know, we can. Going back to your question, man. Let's go on YouTube and see a very let's go on YouTube and do a very good example of, let's say, Tifa Lockhart anime fighting animation, something like that. Okay, so I use this as my reference all the time, bro. So like Tifa Lockhart sometimes is my I would use these things, this YouTube, to kind of like go frame by frame, right? Let's say this is like, again, if you don't have Motion Lab, you can do this one. Do they have good news on several levels? Hit it, man. Did you get a job in the animation industry? Hit it, bro. Let's go. Like, I wanna hear it. So like type it out, bro. Like, while I discuss this with Team Zuti, right? So my preparatory animation year is officially done. Let's go, man. Like, does that mean like it's more like your animation year of like just practicing and all that stuff, and you're ready to make your own kind of like projects and something like that? Is that what it means? So Teams T, like, let's say I have this animation of Tifa like doing some sort of action, right? Let's say here. See? So let's see. You can animate this, by the way. And I made an entry for Yoon's Dojo. For a Yoon's Dojo. Like, may not be familiar with Yoon's Dojo. Animation. Oh, nice. Okay, Yoon's Dojo. Be a part of creative animation art community. Big friends join collabs and create together. Okay. This year's chosen one will be the biggest one in Dogo. Yeah, okay, I see. What's this? The chosen one tournament. Tournament sponsor, Yoon. Okay. Judges. Okay, animation 65 points. Story, block, narrative. Oh, so you're making a. Hey, Mr. Work, what you guys sucking up? Like, we're doing like I'm going around. Like, I'm just chatting on chat. I made this animation, by the way. Oh, sorry, it's not this one. Okay, let me read what this is about, man. I may join, like I don't know. Is to prepare you for actual animation bachelors. Oh, okay. So it's not okay. So wait, I mean entry to prepare you for actual animation bachelors and masters. There you go. I'm so happy for you, man. Okay. But this one is interesting. I may join the Yoon's Dojo, man. I'll check that one out. Let me go over. Type it out, Mr. Work, whatever you're streaming. But let me go over what I was talking about to Team Zuti. So Team, basically, if you have that animation, right, you can use YouTube and go press comma or period to go frame by frame with the actions, right? So over here, for me, I see that he start, see, this one, obviously you start with, you have a reference like this. You start, like my first, obviously, keyframe would be this, right? And then I go over my reference, and if I see like an action, let's say she dock, right? Like keyframes are supposed to be descriptive actions that the character does. So keyframes are like, there are two types of keyframes, like extremes and breakdowns, right? So when she docks and then puts her hand up, that's a keyframe, because you cannot go from the next, let's say if you choose this one, this, let's say this when she lands right here, if you choose this as a keyframe, the second keyframe compare to this one, right? So if you choose this one first keyframe, and then you choose this as another keyframe, right? Like, I know it's kind of like blurred, then you won't be able to arrive on this keyframe, or you won't be able to draw this keyframe, because you're gonna connect those first two, right? So anything that kind of like breaks the breakdown, that's why it's called, this is a breakdown action, right? So from keyframe number 1, standing pose, to a breakdown keyframe of her anticipating to launch an attack, to another keyframe that for her to land in front of the enemy, and then another keyframe to like punch, right? And then another keyframe, like another breakdown keyframe for her to prepare another punch, and then the punch is the keyframe, right? And then like there's no breakdown because she's already prepared this pose, she's already preparing for the next action, right? So the next keyframe would be this one, and then there's kind of like an overshoot or follow through keyframe, which is this one. So this is the impact keyframe, and then this is the follow through keyframe, right? And then she prepares for an attack again, that's another keyframe. This is another keyframe right here, and then this is another keyframe, right? Because she's winding up, right? This is a kind of like a breakdown keyframe, right? This is a breakdown keyframe because she's kind of like twisting her, because if let's say this is from this keyframe and you connect that with like a hit keyframe like this, it's hard to say what she did without doing a breakdown keyframe of her turning around, right? So this is a breakdown keyframe. You know, you see what I'm trying to get at? Like, I'm just going by and then selecting all of that stuff, right? So this is a keyframe, and then she lands, this is another keyframe because she kind of like landed her hit, and then this is another keyframe, this is another keyframe of just her like kind of like kicking again, right? But so from here to the kick, you can create a breakdown keyframe here, you know. Yeah, you know, like, and so on and so forth. Like, I can go through this to be able to get the reference, but it's all about an action. What action are you taking? And again, this is a more complicated one because it's a combo. So each impact, I would say, is a keyframe, like an extreme keyframe. And a breakdown keyframe is when you introduce something to connect two keyframes together, right? So that's my thing about that. Uh, let's play this one a bit while I'm, and then let's read what Mr. Word is doing. Well, first the bad news. My animation of table tennis draft somehow got wiped away from memory. Oh no, man. That's too bad. I don't like that when that happens. But what's the good news, Mr. Word? I suppose there's a good news, right? I do num of course, man. Anytime, man. That's the purpose of this stream, is like for you, for me not to just work in front of you, but for me to answer any questions, to help you guys out, you know? Like we're all helping each other over here. Like Election, bro, like he helps me. He doesn't ask questions a lot over here, but he helps me because I get inspired by his work, you know? Like so much fluid action, it's crazy. I'm really, like, I have to learn from him, man. Um Number of keyframes also determine how slow and impactful the attack may be. Yes, the number of keyframes. Actually, no. It's more like the timing. The keyframes won't change. The number of keyframes won't change, right? The keyframes are action poses. You know, if I'm punching you, like from position one, like me standing, and then position two of me punching you, that's only two keyframes, right? If you add another keyframe of me doing an anticipation pose before I punch you, that's three keyframes, right? Two extreme and one breakdown. But how slow and more impactful that would be would depend on your timing, right? That can be very fast, and it cannot, like, it can probably be um not as good, you know. So but yeah, anyway, I don't know about it being good. Well, it's bad or no, life is lifing again, and I am working on again and even better than before. That, I mean, that's good, man. That's good news. I think that's good news for me. So um but yeah, right now what I want to do is to continue kind of like, I wasn't happy. If I'm being honest, I wasn't happy about this this breakdance animation. Like I didn't like the poses. Um, like I didn't like the poses over here. So let's go with a 15-minute break, guys. Uh let me actually animate Tifa. Let me do this animation, man. I can practice this one. I don't know if it's gonna take a lot of time, you know, but we'll see. We'll see if I can do this fast, right? Yeah, keyframes is the nature of movement. How it flows will determine how you time it, right? Like you can add a lot of in betweens from between two keyframes and time it faster, or more particle like does off, then they'll cover up for the breakdance. Yeah, it's just practice for me, man. Like the breakdance was just kind of like a warm-up session that turned out to be an hour and a half. I should be just warming up for 20 minutes, but it turned out to be more time. Yeah, timing too, man. Like I think timing it like I want to reiterate, it's the timing, bro. Like, you cannot add. I don't want to contradict what you're saying because it's true, Alecion, but one thing that's missing is the timing. Because if the timing between two keyframes is only 12 frames on a 24 frames per second, you can only add 11 drawings in between, right? Or 10 drawings in between. Like, it's not infinite. You can only add a maximum 11 drawings in between. If you wanna animate that in once, but why would you? If you wanna animate in twos or threes, then like it's the timing, right? So if you want to make the action really impactful and have a very slow-mo effect, then you have to spread the action longer. Instead of a half a second punch, you have to spread it to a 2-3 second punch. And now you spread it to a 3 second punch, you have 72 frames to add in between, you know? Team T, alright, unfortunately I have to go to get ready, head out with the family. I really appreciate your time. Please let me know if you are streaming tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I may need to kind of like for those who don't know, I'm making a course, right? Like I'll be continue streaming, but I want to make sure that I make videos and whatnot. I'm making a course on how to animate and how to make an anime. So this streaming are kind of like my way of like getting there. So you don't have to buy the course, obviously, because like if you just want to hang out with me on that stream, you can feel free to do so. But I gotta do what I gotta do for my channel. So like obviously I appreciate if anyone buy the course in the future, but there's no course yet, so I have to spend time in making that. Yeah. So anyway, let me get a 15-minute break some right now. Just I need to. I need to drink water. I'm back, peeps. I'm back, peeps. Yeah, I just kind of like hang out on with my dog at the living room. Hey, Minnie, come here! Now I'm calling her to go back to the room. So, anyway, now I think it's time for me to do something different. Like, I wanna kind of like practice doing a storyboard, right? I have something called Storyboard Pro. And I need to kind of like create some sort of this is kind of like for my course. I wanna do a very cool action scene that will be used to kind of like inspire whoever's gonna buy the course to, you know, create their own anime, right? So let's see what I can come up with here. Documents, action shot animation. Now we're back. So this software is called Storyboard Pro. For those who don't know, this is just like a very like, I don't want to call it expensive or anything, but it is kind of expensive. It pays for itself though. So what I'm gonna do is actually create some rectangles over here. And just build some sort of a storyboard, right? Like some thumbnailing. So what I call this process thumbnailing, right? Because I'm able to just, I have like, this software has an infinite canvas that I really like, so I can just put a lot of stuff in here, right? I don't think I need this much boxes, but yeah. So I also want to kind of like include my character. Let's see what I can come up with, man. I wanna, what do you call this? I did a lot of storyboard like thumbnailing when I was doing my entry for Eunice Dojo collab. Yeah, like thumbnailing is my key over here. I'm still using a little bit of reference over here, so um like I want to get like I want to be inspired and combine various aspects of things, you know. Yeah, for sure, man. Like storyboarding is like I love storyboarding because you kind of like you can draw faster, um, and still ensure that you have like something that you are passionate about, or you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, it starts with creating a really good like storyboard, like you know. the star falls down, right? It's instructions. She grabs it. She grabs the power, right? It's kind of like panning down, right? Very simple stuff. There's still like some light over here. We can change the color of this, kind of like to more something brighter, like the orange. I know. Probably do like a blue one. So that we know, I know that it's an effects, right? She does a turnaround right here. Hi, Minnie. My dog is back in the room. So it's a turnaround. So she goes, still shining, and then that's the first cut. I'm gonna add some description over here. I'll put it in red. Then we hear like I'm thinking of like she turns around because there's a monster that goes berserk or something like that. I'm thinking whether or not we can do a run cycle over here. Close up feet. We have speed lines coming here. So close up feet, basically running cycle. And then he jumps, the feet jumps. So and we have like Something like that, right? We're looking down. The camera is looking down at her. And then he turns around. She turns around, I mean. And she basically prepares for a fighting pose because she's prepared to fight the monster. We are actually zooming in a bit. As she tries to block the thing. And then we go with a wide shot. Oh, I need more than this one. Where's the description here? Top down shot. Hi. And then we're gonna go with wide shot over here. Like Hulk smash or something. Really turn around, okay? Slight turn around. This is an impact frame. It's kind of like actually the impact frame should be right here. other impact frame over here, and then zoom out. Low kind of like she charged up, so she parried him, and then she would be charging up after. And prepare for her counter attack or something like that. So, and then this dude is like, oh, surprised that, oh shoot. New here to animation and to live, and what are we going on? Hey Corey Campbell, how are you, man? What are we going on? What's going on, man? Corey Campbell, I'm curious how, well, like, why you have like a star. Channel, go to channel. It's very interesting that you have a star. Oh, 171,000 subscriber. Corey, how are you, man? New here to new animation. We're just doing a storyboard, man. We're doing storyboarding right now. I'm trying to come up with a story on how to like some kind of like a quick animation or anime story with cool stuff going on, right? So that's what's going on right now. Then we would cut back to her. I'm thinking of like putting the camera above. Something like this. And then she's like she's gonna charge up. How long have I been animating for? Probably 4 or 5 years, bro. I have a bigger channel, almost the same size as you. I have a channel called RJ Animations, right? This is my kind of like tutorial channel. But that channel, I mean, I'm gonna still post there, but I've been really slow lately. So if you check out RJ Animations, you can see my other channel, what I've done before, you know. RJ Animations. Yeah. Here's my other channel. Alright, I am gonna have to get going. Thank you once again for the stream, RJ. No, thank you, bro. Thank you, Alession. Like, I always appreciate when you come around, man. Um, like the OGs. Like I call you. I feel like you guys are like the OGs in my stream now. So she's charging up. But this character is also panning out, panning in, like so we're gonna use it to for a quick camera action over here. Charging up. Like Jack and Poi, like from who's this? From Hunter x Hunter from Gone. know, how long did it take you to understand the choreography of animated fight scenes? I'm still trying to figure that one out, man. Like, if I'm being honest, Corey Campbell, like, it's still something that I'm working on. That's why it's all about like continuously working every day, you know. So for me, like the grind never stops, kind of thing, you know. So I'm brand new, so I would know how to have fast pace compared to the one that seemed more normal, slow movement framing wise. I get it, man. Like, so for me, like I use a lot of reference, and then like so when I look at like movies and whatnot, I get inspired, like from, let's say, a fight scene in a movie, right? So the fight scene in a movie is very good reference, and like I remember having a choreography fight scene that was really done perfectly well, which is like the Raid Redemption or something like that. That one is really sick, but that's studying that would make you understand how choreography is, like fight choreography. But in terms of like a fast-paced animation versus like a slow down animation, that is a little bit more creative when you see certain actions in movies like get slowed down, to highlight the action. So it's all about studying a lot of references. At least for me, that's what it is. So yeah, that's kind of like my take on it, you know. Let me just go to the washroom real quick before I finish this storyboard that I'm doing, man. Like, we're almost done with the stream too. Yeah, I'll answer your question, Campbell. Just give me a sec. Okay. Is there templates that have a fight scene laid out so you could reference which action applies to which framing? No, I don't think there is. What you can do though is you download the video reference that you have. You download it, and okay. So let me show you something right now. Let me show you something right now. This is what I'm referencing, by the way. So like there is like action scenes over here. So I'm just using like a comma and a dot to be able to like determine the keyframes and all that stuff in the action, right? And if you let's say go to I touched base this with earlier, so I'm just gonna repeat it. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Uh, So let's say this action over here, that whole sequence, all I do is like, if I like, all I do is like, basically go to YouTube, and then, you know, determine, let's say this is frame 1, right? And then I count. If you want to stay true to the reference in terms of timing, but you don't have to. I think all you have to understand first how to draw key poses, right? So for me, this is a key pose, right? This is a key pose, right? So how many frames did that go? Like from this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6, but I'm pretty sure this is animated in 60 frames per second. So this is kind of fast, you know, like this is a fast action. So what you can do is play around with the timing, right? Each key poses, like I start with creating key poses for like every 3 frames. Like for example, when I did this action over here, this is animated in trees, right? This is earlier what I was doing. You know, just go back to the stream if you want to kind of like watch what I've done over here. So there's a like a, this is my reference, and then I'm just been animating in trees, right? And I have like a reference on the side that determines the key poses on this one. But if I don't know the key poses, right, I just go to YouTube, like I said earlier. I just go here, right, and then I just pause it, and then I use the comma and to reverse the action frame by frame, determine which is it, so you can see it frame by frame, right? And then the dot is to forward, right? Alternatively, you can you can download this reference. Like if you find a good reference, you can download it and then import it in your software, and then you can determine all of the stuff. You can draw it frame by frame, you know what I mean? So that's how I go around with it. Hey, what's up, Jacob? How are you, man? So let's finish this one. The worried face. And then eyes closed like a close-up for blinking animation. I don't know if I need this one, but we'll see. This one is a question mark yet. Yeah, Corey. Of course, man. Corey Campbell, bro. Like, I'm speaking to everyone on the chat. Like, right now you're the only one talking, but I like. It was funny earlier. I was replying to a lot of people, but I forgot the mic was was not working, so it was kind of like a whoopsie a while ago, you know. So, but yeah, thank you guys for being here, man. Like, I appreciate everyone being here. It's very cool stuff, you know. Like, I appreciate anyone who's like just watching me. Yeah. I'm gonna make this really cool. This is my next project. Like, very simple animation. Once she does like the what software are you using? This one is called Storyboard Pro. Like an explosion over here happens. But I'm mainly using in my animations are Clip Studio Paint, but this one is like something I use for storyboarding, you know. that's the end. So how many panels are we using over here? So how many shots? Let's do something like this. This is one shot for me. That's one shot, and then just gonna count it. Okay. This is one shot, two, and then this is three, this is four with impact frame, and then kind of like, I don't know if impact frame would be included there. So this one is up until 4, and then this whole sequence is 5, and then this is a 6 frame, 7, questioning that, 8, 9 shots, 8 to 9 shots, right? 8 to 9 shots is what I'm gonna be working on. But yeah, like I think this sequence is like a very basic thing. It covers a little bit of everything in what I've learned so far. So like I'm excited to animate this on stream for sure. But I need character design, so I'm gonna be spending a little bit of time next stream for character design. Next stream will be Monday. So that's that, you know. So we'll see how it goes, guys. For those who are kind of like using Clip Studio Paint, I provide let's see. I provide my files to basically my Patreon members, right? So this is my Patreon. If you're still here, right? There is a kind of, if you go to my page, right? I provide these files, like get the animation file in the description link. Like whenever I animate something on screen, obviously not personal projects, like practice sessions, right? So for example, this one, I animated this on stream, like when was this? May 7th. So a week ago, I animated this on stream, and I provide the Clip Studio Paint file for this one. So it's the same. If you want to you guys like get some sort of you know, like study the way I do my keyframes, the way I time my keyframes, you can get the animation in the description of the link, or alternatively you can just visit my Gumroad. Just gonna post over here my Patreon, or alternatively you can go to my Gumroad. It's a store that I use, you know. You can also get the file over here if you don't want to subscribe to my to my animations, right? So let's go to products over here. So this is the tracking source file. So like that means if you go to my content, you get the animation, the GIF animation over here, and the Clip Studio Paint file. So you know, you guys can get it, you know. So it's for $1. You know, if you have like $1 on you that you want to spend on files, Clip Studio Paint files, you can get it if you don't want to be a member on my Patreon. So you know, just a quick kind of like plug in to what I'm doing. So you guys, you know, like I gotta do what I gotta do outside of my this one. I need to be able to kind of like pay the software and bills that I'm using. So I hope you guys don't mind me like kind of like selling at the end of the stream. But yeah, like I'm making a course as well, like a more in-depth course. Some of the contents of that course will be free on YouTube. some basic stuff, like obviously. So that's what I've been working on. And this animation, this sequence, this this is how I'm gonna be doing like a what do you call this? Like we're gonna be doing an anime together, right? So this is part of that. So like obviously right now I basically kind of did it on like on stream, but as I do this animation, it will be streamed. So in the future when I'm streaming, um, you can watch me create this animation from scratch, so you don't have to pay for the course, right? So that's a way for you to support me. Just support the stream whenever, but eventually I'll put the streams together into like a more tutorial based videos, and I'll compile it, and then I'll let you, there's gonna be a tutorial on how I decided on this particular action, how I'm animating it, and all this stuff. That would be part of the course in the future. So like as I make this animation, there's gonna be like again, you can watch me make this animation for free during streams. But if you want to watch the whole tutorial based videos of me doing the animation, then that's the course all about. So thank you guys for watching. I think I'm gonna go. I've been like doing an hour, 3 hours of stream. I think that's my max. I can't go any longer than 3 hours right now. So it's a good time. Like honestly, guys, when I'm streaming, that's the only time I'm actually animating. So if I'm not streaming, I'm not animating. So for those who are asking, like, oh, I can only do like how long do I animate each day? Like, just watch my streams. You know what I mean? Like, basically that's the time I'm animating. I'm a busy person. I have a full-time job, so you know, like I have to do all of that stuff on the side of like me, and also like I do animate from time to time without streaming, but that's basically just practice sessions, you know. So I'll see. Like eventually, I'll do more on the side to get better, right? As I make the course as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you all. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make the this animation available for my for the viewers, right? I'm not too sure. Maybe I will, but we'll see. Um, I'm not too happy with it, so I don't want to kind of like put something out there just for the sake of it, you know. But we'll see. Thank you guys again.